Welcome back, Truth Seeker. On April 9th, there were international headlines about how Uganda is facing a food shortage due to coronavirus. And this is a headline that's sure to pop up in more countries than just Uganda going forward. And I want people to notice that in Gematria, food shortage equals 56, like coronavirus, like unemployment, like toilet paper, like the US nation's capital, like mind control. And again, this is an agenda by the numbers. And all the details we're seeing reported are by this very repetitive code. For example, in the US today, Michael Avenatti, he's released from jail because he has coronavirus concerns. This is news today, April 11th, 2020. What is it with Michael Avenatti? From his birthday, February 16th, to today is his 56th day of his age. Again, we've been documenting all the patterns with 56 and how all this information is rolling out like an ongoing agenda. Pink shares her story of her child and herself having coronavirus. She's born Alicia Moore, another 56. Her son is 3, a word that has Gematria 56. And again, all this symbolism. Her child in the tiger jacket, when there's all this tiger symbolism with coronavirus, like Nadia the tiger becoming the first non-human diagnosed with coronavirus, etc. Think year of the tiger, 2 years from now. That could be how long this agenda will last for. And again, the purpose of the agenda is to make people submit. And what will make people submit really fast is if they start causing food shortages worldwide that are blamed on the coronavirus outbreak. And realize it wouldn't really be because of the virus, it would be because of the policies that are made because of the supposed virus, keeping people out of work, stopping transportation, etc., etc. People need to wake up to what is going on in the world at this day and age. Major banks, major corporations, major governments are collaborating to transition people into the world they have planned for us. And that will be a world with a lot less freedom, a lot less control over our own lives, and a lot more security for the powers that shouldn't be who are orchestrating this. They're building the world as they want it to protect their future interests. These people are all about control. That's why that cover of The Economist, which says everything's under control with a human being on a leash, was put out the day it was, March 26th. 26/3, like 263, the 56th prime, plus The Economist is another 56. Again, the time is now to help wake up your friends and family to what is taking place. Because this is an agenda, it can get a lot worse than it is now. Remember that Event 201 simulation, which took place October 18th, 2019, 56 days before patient 0 was recorded on December 12th, a date that they've since changed, but the initial patient 0 date for Wuhan coronavirus was December 12th, 56 days after the simulation. But that simulation, Event 201, it said this lasts 18 months, and after the 6-month point, that's when it gets really bad, especially for poor people. So we're not to the 6-month point yet. And also in that simulation, what happens prior to the 6-month point is governments think they have it under control, and they relax, and then things get bad. And right now, on this very day, there's talk of reopening the U.S. economy on May 1st. We'll see if that happens. But if it does, that would be just like what the simulation says. Things get laxed, and then it gets really bad at the 6-month point, which would be sometime around, I suppose, June. So anyway, just pay attention. Food shortage headline. They've already got most people to submit and believe in the agenda. They can get a lot more if they create this problem. And realize we live in a world where very few people control the levers of society. There's 5 companies, for example, in the US that provide 90% of food to the US people. 5 companies, essentially controlled by 5 people, hold the keys to the food supply of 90% of Americans. Most Americans don't have local agriculture. They're consumers. They buy packaged goods at the stores that come from these mega corporations that are the ones that have plotted and planned and are executing this agenda. That's why we need to break up the New World Order plan and get back to common sense. Less power in the hands of few, more individual power, more individual freedom, more local agriculture. This is the real remedy to the problems that are being presented to us, not the remedies they want us to believe in, which are lies and part of the agenda. We'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.